Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 dance scenes in 80s movies.
Are you ready? Here we go. Slow, slow,
For this list, we'll be looking at the choreography and dance sequences from films spanning between 1980 to 1989 that define this era and the dance genre. Which 80s dance scene is on your movie must-watch list? Let us know in the comments. Number 20. Old Time Rock and Roll, Risky Business. This is the dance that's had generations of kids sliding around their homes and crashing into furniture. It's also arguably the moment that shot Tom Cruise into stardom. In the comedy drama, he plays Joel Goodson, a teen enjoying newfound freedom when his parents go out of town. So, what is one of the first things you do without parental supervision? Well, if you're Joel, you strip down to your shirt and boxers and rock out to Bob Seger's Old Time Rock and Roll. It's so iconic that it has been referenced and parodied endlessly throughout popular culture. The number was even included in the American Films Institute Top 100 Songs in American Cinema of the 20th Century.
You realize, of course, now I'm going to have to kill you.
Number 19. Detention Dance, The Breakfast Club. It's Saturday. You're in detention with 4 people you have nothing in common with, and the conversation's dried up. What do? Dance, of course. The Breakfast Club is well remembered for its stellar cast, quotability, and this unforgettable dance sequence featuring the principal actors. According to Molly Ringwald, however, that's not how the scene was initially envisioned.
Excuse me, sir. I think there's been a mistake. I know it's detention, but, I don't think I belong in here.
The dance was meant to be a solo moment for her character, Claire, but she didn't feel too comfortable dancing alone. So, in a last-minute switch, director John Hughes decided to turn it into a group number, and what a moment it was. We're almost hoping to get a detention just to recreate it. Number 18. Day O, the Banana Boat Song, Beetlejuice. For a fantasy horror comedy about a wily bio-exorcist, some ghosts with unfinished business, and a gothic teen, this film sure has some great dance moments.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body liner. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time.
Lydia and company grooving to Harry Belafonte's Jump in the Line is very entertaining. However, nothing's quite as epic as the hilariously haunting dinner party scene, where the guests become possessed and are compelled to dance.
Stack banana till the morning come. Daylight come and me one go home.
The attendees, led by Catherine O'Hara's Delia Dietz, act their socks off and dance their hearts out, and it's hilarious. This is one of the film's wackier scenes, but undeniably its standout moment. We'd probably pass on a dinner invite from the Dietzes, but we'd gladly watch this on repeat.
Hide the deadly black tarantula.
Number 17. The Wedding Performance, Coming to America. Did you know this stunning routine was choreographed by none other than Paula Abdul? The former Laker girl was discovered by the Jackson family during a game and would go on to choreograph for Janet Jackson. So, when film director John Landis needed someone to choreograph a dance for the Eddie Murphy rom-com, he asked to speak to the person that choreographed Janet Jackson. Abdul wasn't only super young at the time, but she wasn't even yet choreographing for Janet, so she had to convince him that she knew what she was doing. Indeed, she put in the hours and effort and created something truly spectacular. Abdul called the routine one of the things I'm most proud of. Yeah, if we created that, we would be too. Number 16. Beauty Salon. School Daze. As with many Spike Lee projects, this movie musical set in the 70s addresses numerous political and social issues that still affect the black community today.
Talking about good and bad hair, whether you're dumb or fair. Don't explain, see if I care, good and bad hair.
The song about so-called good and bad hair sees two groups of college students face off through an invigorating song and dance number, choreographed by Otis Salid. The film's poignant message is felt through every step, and you can't help but feel moved by the passion throughout. The talent and artistry that goes into creating and performing something so powerful and visually stunning are breathtaking. It's a dance and cinematic phenomenon, and if you ask us, it deserves a lot more recognition. If you haven't yet, go check it out. Number 15. Ducky's Dance. Pretty in Pink. Ducky became an unexpected heartthrob thanks to his impassioned lip sync to Otis Redding's Try a Little Tenderness. According to actor John Cryer, his script simply read that Ducky enters the room singing, and he really puts his all into it. To prepare, he teamed up with choreographer Kenny Ortega to craft a showstopper with no business going this hard. Cryer recalled that Howard Dutch was irritated by what they'd put together since he knew it would be too good not to use, and they'd need more production time than planned and budgeted to do it justice. We love how spontaneous it looks, and we're thrilled they put in the extra hours to share it with us.
Evening, young ladies. This is a very good tune. My mother used to sing this. This is Otis. I love Otis.
Number 14. Shake a Tail Feather. The Blues Brothers.
Well, I heard about the fella you've been dancing with all over the neighborhood. So why didn't you ask me, baby? Or didn't you think I could?
Originally written by Andre Williams, Otha Hayes and Verley Rice and performed here by Ray Charles, this number demands you get up and dance along. The title requires the listener to shake their booty while the lyrics are splattered with references to dance trends, including the twist, the mashed potato and the boogaloo, among others. Watching the crowds dance outside Ray's store is joy-inducing, and that build to the chorus gives us just enough time to jump to our feet and join in. We could watch this scene thousands of times, and it will never fail to put a smile on our faces or a spring in our step. Number 13. Twist and Shout. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Arguably, no other film made playing hooky look more appealing than Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And of course, the parade scene where Ferris lip syncs to Twist and Shout became the ultimate fantasy for countless 80s teens. Bueller appears surrounded by performers who don't question this stowaway on their float. However, it does get everyone in the vicinity dancing, almost as if they'd just been waiting on this unruly teen to get the party started. And it genuinely looks like everyone's having the time of their lives. This is hands down one of the coolest scenes to emerge from 80s cinema, and it's still a major crowd pleaser to this day. Number 12. The Dance TV Finale. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. The whole film's been leading up to the Dance TV Contest Finals, and it's just as amazing as we'd hoped. Janie, played by Sarah Jessica Parker, sneaks out of the house after getting grounded to join a variety of talented pairs strutting their best stuff in a bid to be crowned dance TV regulars. This is 80s dance at its finest, and some of the acrobatic moves are jaw-droppingly awesome. While every duo blows us away with a special nod to Mirror Image, it's Janie and Jeff who really knock it out of the park.
She looks great. She sure does.
It's peak 80s and a whole lot of fun. We couldn't help but wonder why it's so underrated though. Number 11. Broom Dance. Break-In.
Award winners don't push brooms.
Oh yeah? Why don't you go out and sweep, man? Who do you think you are anyway, Fred Astaire?
Not only is Break-In filled with impressive choreography, but it holds a special place in the 80s dance movie zeitgeist, much like the 1984 hip-hop flick Beat Street. Anyway, one of Break-In's most defining moments was Turbo's dance with a broom. Michael Boogaloo Shrimp Chambers' moves are magnetic, and his control as he isolates various body parts seems almost superhuman. Speaking of extraordinary performances, we'd be remiss not to at least mention his ceiling dance in the sequel. But the gravity and logic-defying broom dance remains in a league of its own to this very day. We have no doubt it will continue to leave audiences in awe for generations to come. Number 10. Score Tonight, Grease 2. While it doesn't quite live up to its predecessor, Grease 2 has its fair share of notable song and dance numbers. This new generation grooves its way into a fresh start at Rydell and sees out the year with a fun and spirited luau.
We're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna bop, we're gonna bowl. Score, 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 score.
Perhaps the most impressive routine sees the cast bring their remarkable dance talents to the bowling alley, where the ensemble brilliantly combines the game with animated steps. Watching them take their shots and then fly into pirouettes is amazing.
We're gonna score tonight. We're gonna score tonight.
We're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna bop,
We're gonna bowl.
But we're particularly bowled over by their moves during the instrumental dance break. Regardless of what you think about the movie, this is a striking scene. And yes, puns very much intended. Number 9. Xanadu. Xanadu. Xanadu flopped so majorly that it in part inspired the launch of the Golden Raspberry Awards.
That's a shame. It must be frustrating to waste your talents on things that don't really matter to you.
Yeah. I met a guy the other day who told me I should take long lunch hours.
However, one category we believe they wouldn't be eligible for is Worst Choreography. After all, this was a film helmed by Olivia Newton-John and Gene Kelly, and, if you ask us, the Whenever You're Away dance sequence is enough to earn the movie a little redemption. Still, nothing's more quintessential of the era than the flashy titular number.
Where nobody dared to go, the love that we came to know, they call it Xanadu.
There's so much going on that it's hard to pick out just one moment. Everything from the exaggerated moves, bold costumes, and roller skates totally screams the 80s.
Now that I'm here, now that you're near, in Xanadu.
Number 8. Opening credits. Do the Right Thing. Spike Lee's opening credits are almost as memorable as his movies. Do the Right Thing takes place on a sizzling summer day in Brooklyn, where racial tensions are at an all-time high.
In the rhythm I'm rolling. Gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey! Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be.
The themes are prevalent from the first moment you see Rosie Perez dancing to fight the power. Lee uses words like defiant, angry, and rhythmic to describe the intent behind the choreography, and approached Public Enemy to create a song that suited this vibe.
To make everybody see, in order to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power.
Additionally, he shared that the 1963 movie musical Bye Bye Birdies opening title also inspired him.
Bye bye, birdie. Why'd you have to go?
Perez's moves are stylistic, full of purpose, and utterly hypnotic. It certainly earns its place as a part of cinematic history. Number 7. Far From Over, Staying Alive. If you're not yet feeling that 80s nostalgia, we got you. The sequel to 1977's Saturday Night Fever reintroduces us to a former disco king, Tony Manero, as he pursues his big break in the dance world. In this scene, Tony steals the spotlight from the other auditionees while strutting his stuff to Frank Stallone's Far From Over.
This is the end. You made your choice and now my chance is over. I thought I was in.
It's an unbelievably energetic and athletic sequence, with dancers spinning, leaping, and flipping all over the place, and Travolta's unparalleled talents leading the way. Seriously, his hips have us locked in a trance from which we never want to be awakened.
Give me something. I need it all 'cause I am running over.
Number 6. Prove Me Wrong, White Nights. What's better than having one dance icon leading a movie? 2 of them, of course! White Nights combined the unrivaled talents of ballet giant Mikhail Baryshnikov and tap dancing legend Gregory Hines. The film follows 2 people from vastly different backgrounds who find common ground through their passion for dance. This sequence encapsulates just that. The pair move in perfect unison, but it's also clear that each brings a unique flair and slightly different feel to the choreography. Hines shared that the film was a collaborative effort, with both using their opposing backgrounds to bring out the best in each other. We don't need to tell you that the payoff was tremendous. Just watch for yourselves.
Hey. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Number 5. The Audition, Flashdance. Remember when Alex dances to He's a Dream early on in the film? You know, that iconic bit with the chair? The innovative choreography goes so hard that we didn't think they could ever top it. But then came Alex's audition, and we were left feeling like we'd just been doused in water. She sets herself apart from the other auditionees with an upbeat, jazzy routine to Irene Cara's What a Feeling. It combines ballet, jazz, contemporary steps, and even a little breakdancing. Is it any wonder that the panel loses its composure as the routine builds momentum? This dance changed the face of musical movie history and became a pop culture phenomenon. Number 4. Everyone gets footloose. Footloose. For a movie set in a small town that's banned everything from ballroom swaying to toe tapping, it was surprisingly hard to choose just one standout dance scene. No one does angry dancing quite like Ren, and watching him teach Willard some moves was also pretty memorable. Still, nothing beats the teens' excitement when they finally let loose at the prom. Everyone really brings it, and each moment's joyously euphoric. You can imagine audiences back in 1984 jumping to their feet in packed theatres and grooving along.
Shake, shake on me. Oh, my Lord. Come on, let's go. Dudes, young dudes.
Even the most reluctant of dancers can't help but be figuratively and literally moved by the vibes in this scene.
Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut footloose.
Number 3. Opening scene audition. A chorus line. There's no denying that a chorus line's finale is a singular sensation and a thrilling combination.
One singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination.
However, we have to spotlight the moment that started it all. The film opens the curtains on the grueling experience of auditioning for a Broadway show. We watch countless hopefuls perform complex and intricate choreography in a bid to stand out from the crowd.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Their flexibility, agility, and stamina amaze us, much today as they did when we first saw the movie. If it were up to us, we'd just get a bigger stage to accommodate all the talent. Every second is magnetic and utterly riveting, and nothing says a 5, 6, 7, 80s more. Number 2. Fame. Fame. If you're anything like us, you only need to hear the opening beats to this song and you're grabbing your leotard and leg warmers and heading out to the street. This scene proves that you don't need slick and meticulous choreography to create an unforgettable and legendary dance moment. Indeed, Irene Cara's iconic tune literally stops traffic as the students rush into the busy New York roads and move in whatever way the music compels them to. Apparently, it took 3 days to shoot, and they closed half of central Manhattan to get it done. Yet, it looks totally spontaneous, feels electric, and oozes fun. The number practically defines this generation of dance genre, and we have no doubt its legacy will live forever.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. I've had the time of my life. Dirty Dancing. Few dances from the 80s movies stand out as much as this show-stopping finale. And no, not just because of that famous lift. Choreographers Kenny Ortega and Doriana Sanchez combined several dance styles to create their signature Dirty Dancing moves. The routine appears during the film's climax when Baby finally comes into her own and shows everyone that she can really strut her stuff. The fluidity and sensualness of the steps, combined with Johnny and Baby's fiery chemistry, made this a timeless moment, beloved by generations.
Just remember.
We're not embarrassed to admit that we've tried replicating their moves. Just point us to the nearest lake and we'll even give that lift a go. Any volunteers to catch us?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.